Hey everyone, Melissa here. Welcome to my channel if this is your first time here, or welcome back, especially if you've been here with me for a while. This practice is coming to you from the beautiful Costa Rica, so you may hear some sounds of the monkeys far off in the background and some birds. This is a well-rounded, total body, 30-minute intentional practice with an emphasis on energizing and awakening with the connection of staying centered in our core. So it's still very grounding. It's not like an overstimulating practice, very intentional, but we will move some energy in the beginning of practice through a pranayama practice called breath of fire. We'll move our bodies together, we'll open up, and we'll lay in shavasana together to receive, to integrate, and then we'll complete the practice with setting an intention in our heart for the rest of our morning, for our afternoon, or for our day, to remember that presence and connection. So a block may be helpful to set up on. It's not necessary. Get into something comfortable and let's get this practice started. Let's begin in a comfortable seated position. So if you have a block, you can sit up on a block or a pillow or a couch cushion, or you can also kneel. Come onto your knees if that feels better for you and more supportive to begin our pranayama practice. So get nice and comfortable. Feel your sit bones connected to your prop or to the ground or to your heels. Give your shoulders a loop back and down, nice tall spine. Maybe release your elbows a little bit, get your wiggles and jiggles out. As you settle in, I'll just share with you that we're going to start with Kapalabhati, breath of fire. And it's an energizing breath practice, and you want to maintain this sense of calm as you do it. And they're just short, sharp exhales. The focus is on the exhalations, breathing through the nose, and the inhale will come. So just follow along with me. Maybe you observe first and join in when you're ready. You can go slower than me, you can go faster than me. And if this practice is not supporting you today, this breath practice, then you can just be here and just breathe in and out through the nose. And if you're pregnant, then just breathe in and out through your nose, nice and gently. And so we'll do 2 rounds of breath of fire, of Kapalabhati, with a breath retention at the end of each round. So getting nice and comfortable, close down your eyes, and we'll start with a cleansing breath in and out through the nose. So take a nice breath in through the nose, feel your belly up, your ribs expand, chest expand. And a nice exhale out through the mouth, release, let it go. Maintaining that tall spine, center yourself. And then we'll inhale through the nose 3/4 of the breath. And then we'll begin Kapalabhati through the nose. Slow it down. Inhale through the nose, reach your arms up. Hold the breath in, hook the thumbs, pull them apart as you keep them hooked. Breath is in. Lift up your pelvic floor, chin slightly in. Energy is rising up through the spine and into the center of the forehead, the third eye. Awareness is in the third eye, center of the forehead, midbrain. Hold nice and calm. When you're ready, you're going to exhale through the nose, lower the arms back down. And just feel, notice, breathe. And we'll do one more round. And you can do the round with the hands on the lap still again, like you did the first time, or you can bring your arms up overhead into a V shape with your fingers in, thumbs out. Thumbs pointing inward, and your arms are like energetic wands. So keep them lengthened. The elbows might want to bend, but keep them lengthened. Glide the shoulders down the back. Relax your thighs. All right, close your eyes, center yourself. Inhale 3/4 of your breath. And begin breath of fire. Slow it down. Inhale through the nose. Arms up, hook your thumbs, hold the breath in. Mula Bandha, pull the pelvic floor up, chin in, hold the breath. Nice and calm. Energy rises up into the third eye, the midbrain, center of the forehead. And only when you feel ready, you can release, exhale through the nose, lower your arms down onto your thighs. Pause and receive. And just feel any shifts, notice any shifts, feel that boost of energy, that aliveness, that awakening. Beautiful. You can gently open your eyes or keep them closed. We'll just do some circles here in the hips. So you can go just a few times in one direction. You can stay on your block or remove your block. As you come forward, you open the chest. As you round, go back, you round. No right or wrong way. Just opening up a little bit and then reverse your direction. All right. Finishing off your last circle, we're going to come on to all fours, tabletop positions. If you do have a block, just place it at the top of your mat. So your fingers are spread wide, wrists under the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And then we'll begin with some cat-cows, continue the opening of the spine. So we'll breathe in, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round, push the floor away from you, nose towards the belly button. 2 more times. Inhale, open up. Exhale, round, pull the belly in. 1 more time, inhale, open to your cow. And exhale, round to your cat. Come back to neutral. We're going to tuck the toes under, come into downward facing dog. This could be the first down dog of the day, definitely the first one of the practice, and start to open it up and pedal it out however you wish. Start to really anchor into your breath. You can dip your hips from side to side, bending your knees a lot, stretching out the side body. Push down through all 10 knuckles, especially thumb and pointer finger. Your sit bones are reaching up and back, so you have a nice long spine. Slight pull in of the belly, gliding the shoulders down and away from the ears. And then start to bring your downward dog into stillness. Your heels disappear behind your toes. Firm the outer edges of your legs so your knees aren't collapsing inward. And then from here, we're going to inhale, come forward into high plank. You can always bring the knees down. So your heels, your hips, your shoulders are in one line, pulling the belly in. And on your exhalation, you're going to lower down, so you can always bring your knees down. Bend the elbows towards the back of the mat and lower down onto your belly. Pointing your toes, give your shoulders a loop onto the back, elbows hug in, tops of the feet press down. Inhale gently into a baby cobra. Start to enliven the back body. Gently engage the glutes. Exhale, lower down. 1 more time. Inhale, we lift to your baby cobra. Stay here for your exhale, stay lifted. Continue to breathe. And to make sure the back body is enlivened, you want to take your hands off of the mat. Make sure you're still breathing. Tops of feet are pressing down. Gently engage the glutes. Shoulders down and away. Chest is open. Neck's chin is slightly in, so the back of the neck is long. Okay, gently place your hands on the mat. Inhale, find more length and lift. And then exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes underneath. Hands are underneath the fronts of the shoulders, elbows in. Inhale, push up, pull the belly in through table or through high plank. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Take a nice big breath in through your nose. Then an exhale out through the mouth, let it go. Bend your knees a lot, look between your hands, and then walk or step to the top of your mat, feet hip width distance apart, forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, give yourself a little sway from side to side, ragdoll. Maybe nod your head yes and no. Continuing the opening of the body. Come back to center, releasing your elbows. Inhale, halfway lift. Fingertips can come to your shins or to your quads. Shoulders are back, nice long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Root down with your feet. We're going to rise. Inhale, reach the arms up all the way up. Hands touch overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Cycle of breath here. Take your arms down by your side. Tadasana, mountain pose. Palms are open. Facing forward. Shoulders onto the back. Tailbone lengthens down. Low belly zips in. Proud open chest. Eyes along the horizon. Nice deep breaths. And with your tailbone lengthening down, we're going to reach the arms up. Inhale. As you exhale, bend your elbows, cactus the arms, lift up and out. Opening the chest, show your heart. And then inhale back to center, reach your arms up. As you exhale, you can swan dive forward, or you can keep the biceps by the ears with the thumbs going back as you lower down into a forward fold. It's a great way to strengthen the back body. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins or quads, or fingers can stay on the ground, shoulders back. Exhale, plant your hands down and step back to high plank. Pause in high plank for a moment. Take a breath in. As you exhale, shift slightly forward, bend the elbows. You can always bring your knees down, lower onto your belly, tops of feet press down, elbows in. Inhale to your cobra or baby cobra. And exhale, tuck the toes under, pull the belly in, push up and back, downward facing dog. You can always take a cleansing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth whenever you want to release something or move some energy. Always coming back to our center, back to our breath. From here, we're going to inhale, the right leg's going to sweep up three-legged dog. Bend your right knee and open up your hips so your knee becomes the highest point. Keep your shoulders level and square to the top of the mat. You can peek under your right underarm. Continue to breathe here. Lower that left heel down, closer to the mat. You can roll out your right ankle if you'd like, in both directions. Come back to your three-legged dog, hips closed, extend your right leg, inhale. Exhale, right knee to your nose, pull in, shift forward, in. Inhale, right leg reaches up. And then exhale, step your right foot through between your hands. You can always assist that if you need it with your hands. Place your left knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Thumbs back in space, pinkies forward, chest open, shoulders down. You can stay right here, keep pulling that right hip back. Or if you like, take your right hand, grab hold of your left wrist and arch up and over to the right. Nice side body stretch and opening here. The chest stays open. Breathe. And then come back to center, inhale. Release your hands and exhale, place your hands down, frame your right foot, shift your hips back, half split, flex your right foot, toes coming towards the face, soften the shoulders and elongate your spine. Breathe into your hamstring. And then re-bend your right knee, shift forward. You're going to tuck your left toes underneath and power up your back leg. You can always keep the left knee down if you'd like. Left hand stays down. Right arm's going to open up for a twist, keeping your right hip down and away. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Breathe into your belly, abdominal breathing. If your back leg is extended, commit to it being powered up. Look down. Right hand comes down, preparing for warrior two. So you're going to turn your left heel in, left toes out. Nice and steady. You're going to cartwheel the arms open into warrior two. So tuck that right glute into the midline, firm the outer edge of your left foot, tailbone lengthens down, so it's like you're zipping up a tight pair of pants. And then look beyond your right fingers. So we're steady and stable here and at ease, finding the breath. As you inhale, you're going to straighten your right leg, reach your arms up, energize. And then as you exhale, bend your right knee, come back to warrior two. Cycle of breath here. All right, we're going to prepare to cartwheel the hands down, frame your right foot, all 10 toes face forward, plant your hands down. Either step back to down dog, or if you would like to flow, one breath per movement. Either come down halfway, chaturanga, to upward facing, or come with me to the belly. The inhale is your cobra or upward dog, elbows in, and then exhale, tuck your toes under, push up and back, downward facing dog. Cleansing breath if you need it. Recenter. From here, we're going to inhale, the left leg's going to sweep up, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee, open up the hips, knee becomes the highest point, and root your right heel down. You can open up your left ankle, circle it a few directions one way, or a few times in one direction, and then a few times other direction, keeping your shoulders squared to the top of the mat as best as you can. And then re-lengthen the left leg, square your hips, inhale. Exhale, knee toward your nose, shift forward, pull in. Inhale, left leg extends back up, three-legged dog. Feeling that strength. Exhale, step your left foot through between the hands, assist it as you need. Right knee gently places down. So intentional. Inhale, bring your arms up, low lunge, thumbs back. Chest open, shoulders down. Stay here if this works for you today. Or left hand grabs the right wrist, arch up and over to the left, keeping the chest open. Shoulders drop down, left hip stays down. Pull the left hip back. Inner thighs magnetize toward one another to create that solid foundation for us to open up and energize, opening up the right side body. Come back to center, separate your hands, inhale. And exhale, hands come down, frame your left foot, bring your bum back, half split, flex your left foot. Imagine there's a string tied to your heart and someone is gently, lovingly pulling it to elongate the spine as the shoulders come down. Okay, re-bend your left knee, shift forward. You're going to tuck your right toes underneath and commit to the engagement of your back leg. Left hip is pulling back and it stays down as we twist. Left arm opens up. So you're rotating the spine, shoulders are down and away. Either look out or look up, whatever's best for your neck. Abdominal breathing here. Okay, look down. Lower your left hand down, preparing for warrior two on the other side. So drop your right heel down and in, turn your right toes out. Nice solid foundation, rooting down with your feet. You're gonna open up the arms, warrior two. Tuck the left glute underneath, firm the outer edge of the right foot, back leg is strong. Left knee is opening up towards second and third toe. Gaze beyond your left fingers. Making sure your right arm is in line with your shoulders, it's not way off. And let's energize. Inhale, lengthen the left leg, arms reach up, palms touch. And exhale, come back to warrior two. Steady warrior, take a cycle of breath here. And this time we'll lengthen the left leg, lower the arms down, and step forward to the top of your mat. We're gonna do figure four, standing figure four. Bring your hands into prayer, feet are hip width distance apart, shoulders onto the back. And again, tailbones lengthening down. So you find your Tadasana, your mountain pose template. Bend your knees as if you're sitting in an imaginary chair. Transfer your weight into your left foot, lift your right foot off the ground. Cross your right ankle, let it clear your left thigh, right foot is flexed. Sit your bum back, pull the belly in, and maintain the length in the spine. You can stay right here, focus your eyes on one point. And take it one breath at a time. If you have the space, you can always bring your elbows onto your shin. You feel that nice stretch and opening in that right hip. With lots of control, we'll come back up to stand. Place your right foot down. Simple switch, other side. Transfer the weight into the right foot, left leg lifts, left foot lifts. Find your balance first. Connect to your breath. Bending your right knee. Cross your left ankle, let it clear your right thigh. Left foot is flexed to protect the knee. Left thigh is opening out as we sit back in our chair, softening the shoulders. And then find your edge. Drop into your breath. Focus your eyes on one point, moment by moment. Okay, with care and control, we'll come back up to stand. Feel the power of that supporting leg. Stand tall, mountain pose, Tadasana. Shoulders back, eyes up along the horizon. Deep breaths. Feeling your whole body starting to feel alive and awake and turned on. And we'll take it down to the ground. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Elongate that spine nice and tall. Exhale, either swan dive or biceps stay by the ears, strengthening the back as you forward fold, hands down. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to quad or shins. Exhale, fold. Last flow, step back either to down dog or plank. One breath per movement. The exhale is the lowering down. The inhale is your cobra, your back bend or upward facing. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Lift your heels up nice and high. Inhale, send your bum back. Then exhale, place your knees down. And bring your legs out in front of you. We're gonna come into a seated, wide-legged forward fold. So take your legs out. They don't have to go super wide. You want to make sure that your torso is still stacked over your hips. So if you're like this, you may want to sit up on a block or a pillow, or just close your legs. They don't have to be super wide. If you're still feeling like this and you want some support, take your hands behind you. Push the hands into the ground behind you. Use that as leverage to open up your chest, and that'll start to tilt your pelvic floor forward. It's like you're imprinting your groin into the mat. So this way the torso stacked over the hips. Knees and toes are facing up towards the sky. This could be perfect. If you're right here, perfect. Close down your eyes and just breathe. If you have more space, hands can go in front of you. If you have even more space, you can start to fold and maybe rest on your elbows or head on a block. Make sure wherever you are that you can still breathe with ease. You can close down your eyes, just drop into your inner world. Soften your thighs, your belly, your jaw, your shoulders. Relax your groin. Okay, if you're forward folding, just start to bring your hands down, lift your torso up, and then we'll take our hands and gently guide the legs back together. And we're gonna roll down. So you wanna make sure there's enough space behind you on your mat. Your feet are placed down onto the ground. Keep them on the ground. Arms out in front of you, palms face each other. My favorite way to roll down. We're gonna slowly start to roll down, very slowly. Pull the belly in. Keep your feet down. They're gonna wanna lift. Pull it in, so you can maybe get your lower back to touch the mat first. And it takes practice if it kind of skips the lower back. Pull in, you might start to shake, articulate the spine. All the way down, you might feel some cracks. Very nice. We'll come into 2 rounds of bridge pose. So bring your feet, heels close to your glutes, feet hip width distance apart, palms down for the first round, and the second round option to interlace. So pressing your feet down, gently engage your glutes, lift your hips up, and hold the shape, but don't hold the breath. Breathe, gently engage the glutes, make sure the weight is even on both sides of the leg, so one leg isn't dominating over the other. Nice smooth inhales and exhales. And then as you lower, you're going to slowly lower down, upper back, mid back, lower back. Release your glutes, pause for a moment. And then we'll do a second round. You can do the exact same thing. Gently engage your glutes, lift your hips up, Hands can stay on the ground, or you can interlace the hands, walk the arms and shoulders underneath, pushing the arms into the mat, engaging the glutes, lifting your hips up. Nice smooth inhales and exhales, even breaths. Nice and calm. So we're feeling this aliveness and this energizing feeling, but it's not overstimulating. We maintain our connection to our breath and our centeredness. Okay, now we're going to release the hands and the arms, and then slowly lower down upper back, mid back, lower. Release your glutes, pause, and just receive that for a moment. Okay, we'll come into simple twist before Shavasana. So extend your left leg out, bring your right knee in, left hand to the outside of the right thigh, roll over onto your left side, right arm extends out, palm is facing up, externally rotating the shoulder, head is wherever's the most comfortable for your neck, so either center or all the way over to the right. And close down your eyes and nice gentle abdominal breaths, nice nourishing breaths. Beautiful. Come back to center. Place both feet down onto the mat and give your hips a little lift and lower back down to re-level, to recenter them. And then extend your right leg out long. Bring your left knee in, right hand to the outside of the left thigh, roll over onto your right side. Left arm opens up, left palm is open. So feel that openness and expansion across the chest, opening up the spine, little opening in the hip as well. Maybe close down your eyes, drop into your breath, abdominal breathing. Receive your twist. Beautiful. Come back to center. Place both feet down onto the mat. Give your hips a little lift and lower back down, recenter. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. You can stay with your shoulders and head down, or if you'd like, bring yourself up into a little seed, giving yourself a good squeeze, a good hug. And when your next exhale arrives, come into Shavasana. Extend your legs out, take up as much space as you'd like, maybe more space than you normally let yourself. Palms are up. I like to give my chest a little lift and gently tuck the shoulders under and then relax the back down so the heart space is nice and open. Maybe take a cleansing breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let it all go. Your whole body is resting on the ground. Relax the energy behind your eyes. And this time is here for you to receive all of your efforts, to receive your practice. Allow yourself to reset and to integrate. Just notice what it feels like to be in the center of your multidimensional being. And know that this is always here for you. You can start to deepen your breath once again. Start to bring in some gentle movement back into your body, suggesting to your logical conscious mind that you'll return back feeling energized and refreshed, connected to your center. Bring your arms up overhead for a nice big stretch, stirring your body back into wakefulness. Then bring your knees in toward you, give yourself a hug, acknowledge your efforts for showing up for yourself today. You can either roll off to one side or rock yourself up. And we'll meet in a seated position, just like we started. Sitting up nice and tall, hands could just rest on your lap or in your thighs, closing your eyes. Just take a moment to pause and receive, noticing any shifts from the beginning of class and now. Without judgment, you're just observing. Notice your breath. And bring your palms to touch in front of heart center, and a slight bow in of the chin, acknowledging yourself. Bring your attention and your awareness into your heart. You can also press your thumbs into your heart if that helps you feel your heart. Take a breath into your heart space. Exhale into your heart. Maybe you'd like to set an intention here for your morning, for your day, for your afternoon. It doesn't need to be grand, just allow it to be sincere. Perhaps it is to invite in more presence into your day, to remember to pause more, just take the moment in, to breathe deeply, remembering your center. Just allow your intention to land into your heart. And if nothing came to you, just be present here, now, with you. One more breath in. One more breath out. And I thank you so much for your trust and for sharing your practice with me. From my heart to yours, namaste.